Dearest graduates, I am honored and truly, truly delighted to stand here before you today, such an important day, at your commencement. Now, as I prepared for the daunting task of addressing you at such an important moment, there were two words that kept coming to my mind, and they were not the words I was expecting. The two words were, wear sunscreen. Yeah? It's not even summer, and that was it. Wear sunscreen. Now, why was that? A very simple reason. Those are the words in the first sentence of the best commencement speech I have ever heard. It stayed with me for many, many years. I now smile every time I understand that my daughters are themselves starting to pick up on it, and every once in a while they listen to it. So, just look it up at some point in time. Wear sunscreen. No, you can't look it up just now. Stop Googling it. It's not the moment. You can look it up later. But please do, because I think it will be worth your time. And I think it will provide you with far more helpful and inspirational advice than I could aspire to convey to you today. So instead of trying to match that sort of inspirational speech, and instead of trying to match, I'm really relieved that I decided to do this way, because I think Danielle already sort of hit the top in terms of inspirational advice, and I'm now going for the less traveled road. Instead of giving you advice, I'm going to ask you for a couple of favors. Those of you who know me that a couple is not necessarily two, so, bear with me. But anyway, I know this is the first time we meet, and I'm hoping that it may sound a bit cheeky to just come out and ask you for a couple of favors just as we meet. But you know what, just bear with me and, cash it in as your good deed for the week. So here we go. The first favor I have to ask of you is that you get lots of advice throughout your life. Lots. Often. I mean, if you're not in the habit of doing it yet, start right as you're leaving this room. Ask it of the various people you trust and appreciate. Ask it in all circumstances. Ask it in your big decisions and ask it in your smaller choices. Why do I tell you to ask for lots of advice? Do it because you will make better decisions, but do it also so that you quickly learn that you don't always need to follow all the advice you get. Do it so you learn that at times, even the people who love you will give you advice that simply does not work for you. So do it so you grow faster. Because growing is about standing your ground. It's about owning your choices in light of or in spite of all the advice you get throughout your life. They'll be your choices. Danielle's mentioned it and I couldn't agree more. They'll be your choices. Own them, respect them, stand by them. Do the very best you can with them. Be consequent with them, and you will stand taller. You will grow, and you will go farther. So I want to live in a world where each and every one with you goes as far as you possibly can. Becomes as good as you possibly can. So that's the advice you'll be doing me. That's the favor you'll be doing me. Get as much advice as you can, grow as far as you can, and I would very much appreciate it. So that's favor number one, get lots of advice. Favor number two to me is that you go out and seek plenty of help. Yeah, help. Don't be afraid. Don't think it will diminish you or make you weaker. It will not. Don't take it for granted either. You have to earn it. You have to appreciate it. You have to make it count. And thank others for it even when it wasn't all that helpful, and especially when you were denied. And give help back. Give more. Give back. We all need to do a little bit better at that. We always need to do a little bit better at that, so give back. But do it. Ask for help so that you can reach beyond yourself. Do it because you can do so much more if you don't get stuck, if someone fills in your gaps, if you take over where someone needs to leave it, or if you actually have the power to move on because you know that you've asked someone that will fill in for you and will continue where you have to leave it. So ask for help so that you can go farther. Now, help is a special thing, and you will have to take the time and the effort to know what to ask for. You will also have to take the time and the effort and be wise enough to understand the real use and the real value of the help you're given. So ask for help. Do it so that you can reach. There's a sweet spot there. It's a growing and getting to something bigger and better and more powerful. That's the sweet spot where you know you give enough and you take enough. It's also that sweet spot where you will be able to give more because you will know that you'll get more back. You will be a less selfish person. You will be grander. Now, I need to learn how to do this getting help thing a little bit better. I've done progress, but I'm still very, very far from that sweet spot I was mentioning to you just a little while ago. So the favor you'll be doing to me is get there, get to that sweet spot, learn how to ask for, use, and leverage all the help you can, and then get back to me. Let me know how you did it. Teach me back. That'll be your favor to me. So that was the second favor, but I did tell you that a couple is not necessarily two. So here's the third one, and thank you, it will be the final one, but I still need to ask you for this third favor. It's a particularly important one to me. The third favor I'd like to ask of you is that you never let joy out of your sight. Joy. You need to catch joy in every glimpse you can. You have to seek it everywhere, and not least within yourselves. You have to bring it to shine on others. But joy is something that you cannot ever dampen it in doubt, and you can never look past it for something else. Joy is an elusive thing. You'll often find joy will escape you, ironically, as you search for happiness. And you'll often find that you'll need to ask for it, search for it deeply in those little drawers of your heart and of your brain, those little places where you have your fondest memories. But do search for it, do seek it. Do it so that you can get through your hardest tasks. Do it so it enlightens your toughest choices. And do it because you'll find it there at the moments where you form your most unbreakable bonds. Well, I crave joy. I feed on it. And even more than I do on chocolate, so that's how bad it is. But I do need to see it around me. So that's the favor I'm asking. The favor I'm asking of you is that you let me see joy shine in each and every one of you. So there you go. Those were the three favors that I wanted to ask of you. I'm hoping that asking for such big favors just as we meet hasn't caused too much of a bad impression, but I'm actually going to chance it, and I'm going to repeat them. I'm going to push my luck and insist. So ask for lots of advice, reach out for plenty of help, and seek for bundles of joy. And by now, you're thinking, yeah, okay, right, so we've spent a lot of time doing you a lot of favors, and when are we going to get to, get to the real stuff, do the important things, life, work, etc. Are we going to get time for that? And don't worry. I'm sure that if you stop to think, and if you ever truly achieve in your lives the wonder of taking on advice to go as far as you can, reach beyond yourself with the help of others, and reap every glimpse of joy you can while bringing it to shine on others, I'm sure that if you do that, you'll find that somehow all the important things, your career, your family, your place in society, the things that I do agree with you, those are the things that really matter, and they'll be different to each one of you. But you will find that somehow those things, they will have fallen into place, and they will have landed at just the right place. It's a kind of magic. I won't pretend I know exactly how it works, But what I do know is that if what you're looking for, if real to you, if what you expect people to talk to you about is a career, one that fulfills you and keeps you learning and growing and whatever it is that you expect out of your career, I know those are the things that I've sought in my career, and I think to some extent I've been happy to achieve. But if you're looking for that, try getting lots of advice. Get mentors, ask for feedback. That will help tremendously. Use that advice to make choices. They will still be your own choices to make your decisions, and then deliver on your decisions. That will make it happen for you. Or maybe real to you is trying to figure out how to be, a young professional and a caring spouse and a parent and juggle it all up without letting any of those balls drop on you. Maybe you're trying to get to do that, and, then try getting help. Don't pretend to be Superwoman, and don't go with a tough guy, no need for help. Don't go there, don't do that. Get help. Balance your needs with those of your partner. Build teams that will go with you all the way. And learn to delegate. That's all about being able to give and get help back, and it will probably be your most powerful tool, both in your professional and in your personal life. But then again, sometimes, and maybe at some point in time, to you, real and important and obsessive will be the fact that you just happen to be at a hard spot. Maybe you just happen to feel stuck in a bad job or in a bad moment, or you just want to throw your boss off the window, or you just want to hit the guy standing in front of you, or the air conditioning is just driving you nuts, and you're just getting desperate. So stop all those feelings of frustration and powerlessness, and just go seek joy doing something helpful. Try it. This one you definitely have to try it, At your moment of darkness, stop. There's joy out there. Go out and seek it. And it's small things, it just move your priorities around a little bit, because your team really wants to do that project that their eyes shine whenever you allocate resources and time and you get it to move along. So, go there and then reap the good feelings you get from around you. Or, maybe you're frustrated, but, you just join a think tank and help figure out what your government should be doing differently instead of just complaining about politicians. Or if you're really feeling in a bad spot, there's joy to be found in, something as simple as join a charity and, stop feeling miserable and instead help the poor. So, all of this works. All of this, it certainly has worked for me. It has actually worked wonders for me. Even though, at all of this, all I've asked of you and all I think the things I asked of you actually translate into real life, these are all things where I myself, I'm at my commencement. So I'm standing over there with you and I'm still learning how to do it. It will work differently for each one of you, so you just have to give it a try. You have to start somewhere. You have to try at least one of these things. So seriously, just give it a try. And thank you. Oh. And guys, do wear sunscreen, okay?